let's move on to our second quarter. I'm so excited for this. Now, over the last couple days, ESPN has been making some interesting predictions about who's going to make the playoffs. Now, this particular one, what's this guy's name, Lamar?
Kevin Pelton.
Kevin Pelton. Okay, I'm going to run through this. We're going to run through this. This is the seeds that are predicted by Kevin Pelton of NBA Insider. In the East, Raptors, Celtics, 76ers, Pacers, Bucks, Heat, Wizards, Pistons.
And that's by order as they finish during the regular season.
Right. That's 1 through 8. Right. That's 1 through 8. 1 through 8 in the West. Warriors. Jazz. Whoa! I thought they were the 3. That's why it took me so long because I couldn't believe it. Jazz. Rockets. Nuggets. Timberwolves. Thunder. Pelicans. Trailblazers. I've got one thing to say about these predictions. I'm just going to say one because I see Lamar hurting over there. I'm going to let him say the other one. Raptors over the Celtics isn't like super absolutely wild.
Right.
Like the other one. But it's pretty gosh darn wild.
Yep.
Until proven otherwise, the Celtics are the 1 seed. You can't convince me that there's a better team in the NBA until proven otherwise.
Right.
But I think, I don't know who Kevin Pelton is, but we're going to. Anyways, but I think
what he's saying is that he could take your spot.
I think in his reasoning, I think he's thinking that Raptors finished first last year, and that has some kind of say in, I don't agree with it at all.
Right.
And so
I switched best players with another team, and you have a different head coach.
I completely agree. I don't understand it, but would I find it impossible for the Toronto to finish? No. So I can't. That's why I can't really fully go after them. Now I can sure enough look at him and be like,
like I said, it's not super duper absolutely
not, right.
But
it's not absurd, but like I said, until proven otherwise, then I can't put the Raptors over the Celtics. But all the other seeds
in the East,
yeah. I'm
not super upset by the other ones.
Yeah,
I think the Heat finishing above the Wizards is a little disrespectful.
You know why? Eric Spoelstra. I didn't try to tell you.
Scott Brooks.
Can you say something?
No, Scott Brooks. It's Scott Brooks.
No, I'm talking about Miami. I'm talking about Miami.
Save us,
what,
please.
That's why they're in the 6th spot.
Jeremy, save us.
Who else is on the Heat?
Let's talk about the West.
Who else is on the Heat?
Who else is on the Heat?
Lamar,
talk to Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lamar, talk to us about the West.
Kelly Olynyk.
What's going on over here, bro? Actually, talk to us about yours, and then I'll let Jeremy talk about the last one.
Let me say this, all right? For this man not to put LeBron James anywhere in the playoffs is an absolute travesty. I don't understand. I can't think of a time when the greatest player in the NBA has not made the playoffs. And as much as I don't really understand the current structure of the LA, other than I'm happy it's just a 1-year rental, because I think 2019 is going to be big for us free agent wise. But you can't tell me that the Lakers probably couldn't take the Timberwolves or the Trailblazers. Why the Jazz are all the way up to number 2? I don't understand.
Let Jeremy talk about that one.
And then I do understand the Nuggets, but I think they really in this overhype the Nuggets. I'm like 4 seed?
Yeah.
Woo! I was like, wow. I was like, okay, they think these young guys are really gonna just all of a sudden become veterans, and I'm like,
they're there. Like, I get it. The potential for the Nuggets is there.
Yeah.
But we're talking about making the playoffs, not a 4 seed. Home court advantage in the first round.
6 seed. 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'll say 6 or 7.
6 or 7 seed.
Somewhere in there.
8
yeah.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, maybe 8. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jeremy, what's this other one? Lamar, did you?
Let me say it one more time. Kevin Pelton. LeBron's not gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Is he gonna get injured? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand it. The Trailblazers are gonna make it over the.
So I see two glaring problems alongside the LeBron James. That's absolutely outrageous. First off, it's the Timberwolves. I honestly don't think the Timberwolves will make the playoffs.
Yes.
I
Completely.
don't think the Timberwolves will make
Yes.
the playoffs.
I think they might have a shot. They are not getting the 5 seed.
They're not
No.
They will be.
I'm telling you.
They could be in that win and get the 8 seed, or depending on how this.
They're not gonna make it.
They're going to be 8 to 10. That's
Thibodeau
where I
may
think
not
they
make
are.
it through the year. I'm like so serious. They're going to be in so much disarray, and the first person that goes is the coach. I'm telling you.
Thibodeau.
I
He's
got
gone.
And then the
That's right.
Jazz as a 2 seed. What moves have the Jazz made
They
in
didn't
the
make-
offseason?
They didn't make
What
any.
moves did they make?
I told you guys though, people think
I
they're a solid team, and people think they didn't need to do much. I'm just telling you, I don't agree, but people think they didn't need to do much to be a great team.
Who did they lose to?
The Rockets.
Look,
They lost to the
Yeah.
Rockets.
Mhm.
In how many games?
5.
yeah, 4-1.
You got to do a lot more than that.
But
4-1.
wait, now remember, Donovan Mitchell got injured in game 1 or 2. I can't remember. He got injured.
He played.
They played.
But
didn't
I'm
sit
talking about
out.
I'm talking about it was tight in the fourth quarter, like it was a tight game, and he got injured, and then from there all the wheels fell off.
I think
So
it doesn't matter.
I agree.
But yeah, the Jazz is a 2 seed, dude. Like
That's
that's
crazy.
That's
All right,
terrible.
now
Oh, and the Pelicans. They're not gonna-
Now, the Las Vegas odds are a little better. Okay, let's talk through these, and then let's make our predictions. Okay, we're gonna come together and make our predictions on each. So, now this is the win percentage, the win total, the over under win total. I'm just gonna say the order of the teams by the Las Vegas odds.
Mm-hmm.
In the East, Celtics are 1, Raptors, Sixers, Pacers, Bucks, Wizards, Heat, Pistons.
I have no disagreement.
You know what? Let's be real here. It really. I know
Stop
we're
it.
talking about seedings,
Stop it.
but what matters is we all know that Boston's going to come out of the East. Whether they're the first, second, it does. They're going to come out of the East.
And I get that, but we're not doing the actual playoff predictions. We're doing playoff seed predictions.
So does it matter to you how many wins they have? Do you want them to like finish at a certain point?
I
as
think
a
the Celtics
fan?
will finish between 58 and 60 wins. 58 and 61 wins. That's where I think they
Gotcha.
are. So I'm
I agree.
slightly above the 57.5 that they give.
Gotcha.
As a Celtics fan, I think 58 to 61 is about where we'll land.
I think it's interesting that they put the Raptors and the 76ers
Tied for
tied
second.
when the Raptors, I feel like, have a lot to kind of figure out.
to prove and to
prove,
figure out and prove.
You know, so
I think, in the order I said it, I would switch the Raptors and the Sixers.
Gotcha.
But I understand why it's this way, and they're tied. So, I mean, who cares?
Yep.
Anything you see on here that you disagree with?
No, I don't know, man. I'm just
Bucks are
the Wizards are like that team is like they could be good, but I don't know. It's no middle ground with the Wizards.
The thing is,
they're either good or bad.
but
Right.
Yeah.
they're consistent in the regular season.
Yeah,
They've made
they
the
are.
playoffs, and they added Dwight Howard, so it's another one of the I get it, but maybe this is the time.
Yeah. He learned to be a wizard.
He learned to be a wizard.
how about our boy Blake Griffin and Detroit sneaking up in the eighth?
I mean, you got
Who
Dwayne
else
Casey.
they got?
Sneaking up in the
They
eighth
have
spot.
Dwayne
They got
Casey.
Dwayne
They got the
Casey.
coach of the
I mean,
year.
Andre
They got the
Drummond.
coach of the year. They had the best coach in the regular season from last year.
Yeah.
So
can't
I
be mad at
mean,
that.
you know what? They might be the 3 seed.
And who's their point guard? He's
Jackson.
yeah,
Reggie
Reggie Jackson. He's
not
decent.
bad.
He's decent. Yeah.
I mean, for an East 8 seed, I could see it.
Yeah, that
I
could
see it.
happen.
Who would be the next team? It's the East, so I can
I
like
don't
barely
know,
even
man. The
think
East
about
is-
it.
But I don't know.
Who would be the next team? What other teams are in the East?
Orlando.
Orlando, no.
No.
What have they done?
Charlotte or
Oh,
Orlando.
Charlotte.
New York.
Tony Parker.
Porzingis won't
Tony
even
Parker.
Chicago.
New York, Chicago, no. Atlanta.
ATL is about to
Yeah.
be terrible.
Yeah.
Again.
Nobody's gonna be at those games.
So,
Oh.
what's the other team? Oh, what about Cleveland? Did Cleveland knock on the door with Kevin Love?
I was gonna open it, but they can knock.
So that means they're like the 11 seed.
Probably.
Because they're at the door,
Yeah.
but no one can hear them knocking.
No.
Unless those young guys that they got.
Okay.
What,
Okay,
the
stop.
young guy. Alan Sexton?
No. I'm talking about even Jordan Clarkson. Even
Oh, yeah, I got you.
You know, they would have to carry a significant load for them to even make the playoffs.
I saw the Cavs account tweet something today, and it was like Wallpaper Wednesday, and it was a picture of Larry Nance Jr. Or is that the
Larry
right
Nance
name?
Jr. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're right. Yeah.
So it was a picture of him, and I looked at the comments, and you know what they were all saying. Something LeBron this and LeBron that, and why are you posting this? But then the Cavs faithful, they were like, yeah, Nance, woo! And I was
Just
like,
wait until the
whoa.
season starts. Wait till they let sink in.
The Cavs traded for Sam Decker.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
yeah.
didn't receive and didn't have to give anything back. That's how bad the Cavs are right now. Like I was like, I sent that to you. I was like, they
all
traded
of our
for Sam
Cavs.
Decker.
Yes.
Who did they give up? Nobody.
All of our Cavs fans out there, we're praying for you this upcoming season.
Hell no Cavs fans.
It's
And
gonna
enjoy
be hard.
your trip to Los Angeles.
They're out there.
All right.
They're out there somewhere.
Enjoy your trip.
Mark Price was playing.
Enjoy your time in Los Angeles. All right, let's talk about the West. Okay,
Ooh.
here we go. Golden State #1, ahead by 8 games on the Rockets, Thunder, Lakers, Jazz, Nuggets, Pelicans, Timberwolves. They're missing someone. Who are they missing in my mind?
Trailblazers.
Who are they missing in my mind? Because it's not the... Well, it might be the Trailblazers.
Spurs. Oh, Spurs.
Spurs. That's who they're missing in my mind. Trying to tell me that a team that got better from last season is going to be that much worse? I disagree.
Now you're talking about from the standpoint that they didn't have Kawhi.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Because they went from... They only had Aldridge, who played great last year.
He did play good last year. Mm-hmm. He did. He sure did.
If he can play... Because he didn't play, like, astronomically great. I think he
not
could...
Portland Aldridge. Yeah.
Sure, but
Yeah.
I think he could replicate that performance this year.
Gotcha.
Add DeRozan to that. Oh, they're making the playoffs.
You know what? I'm a little curious what their style of play is going to be. Obviously, they're going to have to pick up the pace quite a bit because DeRozan is not a 3-point shooter, though.
Right.
So their spacing kind of concept might not be, you know, they're going to have to change their philosophy a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you got Greg Popovich though.
Hey, he'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out. And
All
I think that kid they drafted is going to be he's going to be really good.
I like him. I don't
Lonnie
remember
Walker.
his name.
Lonnie Walker the fourth.
That's right.
He's
Lonnie
gonna be
Walker.
good.
The guy that can complete sentences. Like him.
Lonnie Walker. The hair.
I'm curious, what is the deal with Minnesota still being
Why
considered?
do people think Minnesota's good? Like, over the Timberwolves, or over the Trailblazers, over the Trailblazers and over the Spurs?
Yeah.
I can't see. I don't think
Tell
so.
you.
I don't understand.
That's
Now, personally, I think the Pelicans and the Timberwolves, I would knock both of them out of the playoffs for those two I just mentioned.
Trailblazers
The
and
Trailblazers, the Spurs and the Trailblazers. Spurs at
7.
Spurs, based on what I'm seeing here, they could be the 5, honestly.
They
Could,
could.
I would put the Spurs 5
No, I wouldn't put them that high. 6, 7.
under the Jazz.
I would still put them under the Jazz. Yes. I
Okay.
would.
So you'd put
But y'all already know how I feel about New Orleans. I've already said it. I think Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis goes off. I think this is his
about
time.
this because there were seasons before Cousins came where the Pelicans were nothing with Davis. I get it. He's grown. He's a blah, 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 that whole thing. But
And he's still, what, 20?
Like I said,
20. He's young
still,
guy.
He's still improving. I don't think enough to carry his team to a 3 seed.
Oh, I do. I think that's what's going to be interesting because I think he's not even going to carry him to a 3 seed. He's going to then fail in the first round.
You know what?
Which will be so interesting.
You're friends with Kevin Pelton, aren't you?
No.
You guys came up with your list at the same time.
Why would I put Utah as a 2?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying y'all were talking. You put the Pelicans at the 3. That's just as much of a laughing point as the Jazz at the 2. That is just as much of a laughing point as the Jazz at the 2.
How is it just
laughable? It's laughable.
Anthony Davis is one of the top 5 players in the NBA.
I'm
How
not
can he not
saying
carry your
he's-
team that's high?
We agree.
To a
We
3
agree there.
seed? You want to know how? Because of LeBron James, because of Russell Westbrook, because of Paul George, because of DeMar DeRozan, because of the Jazz because
Wait, did you say DeMar DeRozan?
the Thunder.
You should put DeRozan in that league of players. Did you just do that?
Hey,
did.
did
Did you
notice,
just do that?
Did you notice that the list is getting worse as I go further down?
No. You know what I'm talking about. You put DeRozan up there
I
with
didn't.
LeBron.
No, I
And yes,
didn't.
you just did.
Why
And Davis. You just did. Yes, you did. I was like, oh.
The list is going. I'm going down the list of
blasphemy.
teams. I'm going to the list of teams.
The blasphemy. I
Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum.
Damian Lillard. That mean the guy who failed in the playoffs? Oh, wait, who'd they lose to? The Pelicans without Cousins.
with Rondo.
Oh, my Lord.
How many shows in a row can we mention Rondo?
Oh my god.
Rondo, now you gotta play. You gotta play now for the Lakers. Like, you gotta prove me wrong. At this point, you gotta play now.
I'm down with that.
Do you, man?
Oh,
All right,
man.
where is it? you got to step in.
Yeah,
Say
Jeremy,
something,
get in there.
Jeremy.
Wait. Let me say one thing, and I'll let Jeremy have it.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Thunder as a 3 on Vegas odds. Y'all agree with that?
I don't think they're 3.
I think
they're
they got
4.
better.
I think they're 4.
Being a 4 seed.
I don't know, man.
Because I still think the Lakers are 3.
I need to see Oklahoma City play some defense.
No, you're not wrong.
No,
You're not
I
wrong.
agree. But yeah, I would definitely take Minnesota out of there. I'll take New Orleans out of there. And yeah, Trailblazers and the Spurs. Yep, I agree with that.
What's your, what would your order be, top to bottom?
Golden State. I'll go Lakers. Golden State.
2?
Lakers.
Whoa!
As a 2 seed? Wow.
Now,
What-
here's the thing.
Well, remember, hold on, time out. Remember my bold predictions. I told Houston is not finishing as a 1 or 2 seed in the regular season. It's not gonna matter because Golden State's gonna win it all.
CP3,
but
you hear that? You hear that?
yeah, you
James
hear?
Harden, you hear that?
Yep. So yeah, Golden State, the Lakers,
At them.
Houston, Oklahoma City. Man, I don't. Jazz at 5. I'll put the Jazz 5, and then the
You forgot about Spurs. Or maybe you didn't.
Spurs 6, and then Trailblazers, Nuggets 7, 8, interchangeable.
Trailblazers, Nuggets.
Yeah, I put
7.
Trailblazers
Oh, I
7.
had to
Nuggets
say
8.
it out loud. Yeah, I can see it. My thing with the Trailblazers, they have Damian Lillard, they have CJ McCollum. Those two are both great players. One of them is an All-NBA first team.
But the problem is that's it in Portland.
Yeah.
The rest are
But
role players
but they were the 3 seed.
at best.
So in the regular season last year, that's all they needed.
Oh, they had a time where Damian Lillard was on fire. Like, he was setting the world on, and then I guess he just
because
lost
he had a
his
chip
way.
on his shoulder. He goes and gets the All-NBA first team. You think he's going to back off this year? I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a big believer in making changes to the team. If you don't win it all,
Right. You got to do something.
You have to do something.
Like the Sixers, how the Sixers did not do anything.
Sixers didn't do anything. Utah didn't do anything.
Right.
But wait. Nothing's wrong with a team standing pat if they had good pieces. There's nothing wrong with a team standing pat and saying, okay, we just need another year. We need to go about it a little bit differently.
But if you don't win,
You
I
gotta
mean,
change
you gotta
up
make
something.
a change.
I don't
Because
agree.
listen. You can't tell me that the Jazz, as they were, who stayed pat, did anything to get closer to beating the Warriors.
Oh, no. It doesn't.
Yeah,
This is... we
that's
know
what-
who's coming out of both conferences. Come on.
But what we're saying is that
That's the standard. Like you're. I mean, if your goal is to I just want to be an 8 seed, then I get it. But
No.
if your goal, if you ask Donovan Mitchell right now, what is your goal? His goal would probably be to win an NBA championship. It's not going to happen, but based on that goal, you didn't make anything. You drafted Grayson Allen, and that's it.
you didn't do anything to get
my
closer.
thing is all these teams, in my opinion, other than the Rockets, are just competing to see how far can they get until they lose to either the Rockets or the Warriors. Because it's going to come back down, I think, to those two teams. And so that's just, they're just thinking, how far can we go?
Right.
And so if Utah stands pat, can they go back to the same round where they were? Yeah, I think so.
I don't think
know.
so.
But with the Rockets, so with the changes that they made, can they beat the Warriors?
No.
That's
So they
my
took a
point.
step back. They
That's
took
my
a step
point.
back.
I mean,
No, they literally stood pat.
No,
They
they
stepped
took
back.
a step back.
they're gonna take a step back. I'm telling you.
Now, if CP3 stays healthy, you never know, though.
I do know because every
Even
time
with-
it goes into
so,
Carmelo Anthony's
with
hands,
this,
And we don't know what Cousins is going to be like either.
Doesn't matter.
He has
It's
to be
still
better.
not
It does
He has to
matter.
be better
It's
than
still an
It does
Zaza.
matter.
It's still an
DeMarcus
upgrade.
Cousins has to be better than Zaza Pachulia. That's all he has to do.
JaVale McGee.
And JaVale McGee. That's all he has to do.
Oh, I'm just look.
That's
you
all
need,
he has
like
to do.
Like we said, we need some glue guys, right? We need guys to set picks. We need guys to. Have you ever seen DeMarcus Cousins be happy about setting a pick and being like,
If he wins a championship, he would.
you think so?
Yes.
He's just gonna
Yes.
overcome.
Yep.
He's just gonna forget all his selfish
Mhm.
tendencies,
Yeah.
and he's gonna just do it because he's on going
Yeah,
state.
he took $5 million. Yeah, he'll do it.
He took $5 million in order to get 30 next year. That's what he's doing.
And to win a championship. But that's my philosophy on it.
I agree
Like
with
the goal is to beat the Warriors. If not, I just don't think the Rockets they didn't get any closer.
But nobody, you can't tell me anybody in the West right now that you can go, I give him a shot.
I
From
agree.
my opinion, I
But
say
there's-
the
But
Rockets.
the moves that they made didn't bring them closer.
What could they have done though?
They
Like
took a step forward. You can't
Yeah.
climb a mountain
they were cash.
overnight.
Yo, it's
You
a
gotta take a
salary.
step.
It's a salary
want
cap,
me to start
hard
preaching?
cap league.
me
There's
to start
what
preaching?
can you do
I agree.
You have to take steps.
until they get Ryan Anderson off of that team?
You have to-
They weren't gonna make any hard moves.
You have to place a
It's
brick.
Daryl Morey's fault there. That's
That
Daryl
is,
Morey's fault.
that is definitely a Morey fault, but,
You
and
have
he's
to-
done well.
You have to
but-
place a brick, and then you place another brick. Eventually, you'll have a wall built. You can't just build the wall and like that.
Let me say this: what if they all of a sudden get Ryan Anderson off the book sometime in the middle of the season?
Who are they gonna get?
I'm just, but it's just like the Lakers. We have
Yeah.
Dang, we got to get
Yeah.
him off the books before we get to make some.
Maybe you'll
moves.
get Ryan Anderson.
Who, Lakers? Nah, they don't need him. Yeah. Ryan,
You're like, no, we need shooting, but not that
Yeah,
bad.
he's a
Like,
shooter,
not
but-
no.
yeah.
All right, so to wrap this up, so we can move on to our third quarter. The East, we pretty much agree with Vegas odds.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much agree with Vegas odds. The West, we don't agree with at all. From some of us, some of us don't agree with the top of it, being the Lakers not being this high up. Some of us, all of us, disagree with the bottom of it. Except that Lamar thinks the Pelicans should be the 1 seed. And
See, you just misspoke. You just misled all of our viewers.
but
I can't believe you just said that. Oh,
everyone
man.
can agree the Timberwolves don't belong in the playoffs.
telling you. Timberwolves will be searching for a coach soon.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
I
I don't wish that on nobody.
Not just a coach.
Don't get me
They'll
wrong.
be searching for player effort.